Step into the shadowy side of the DC universe, where the miraculous meets the macabre and the extraordinary takes a spine-chilling twist. Brace yourselves, intrepid viewers, for a journey that will both astonish and send shivers down your spine, exploring the 8 most disturbing pregnancies in the DC universe. In a world where superheroes and supervillains clash in epic battles. But oh dear audience, prepare to have your perception shattered as we delve deep into the unnerving narratives that revolve around the miracle of life gone awry. We are diving headfirst into the realm of gestational ghastliness, where maternity takes a detour into the realm of the eerie and uncanny. From unexpected twists in alien pregnancies that defy the laws of earthly biology to the haunting consequences of interdimensional unions, this is not your average stroll down diaper lane. Our countdown delves into the ominous, the bizarre, and the downright hair-raising as we unravel the stories that challenge the boundaries of conception and childbirth. So grab your anti-Ghul repellent and buckle up for a roller coaster ride through the most unsettling pregnancies the DC Universe has to offer. Get ready to be shocked, intrigued, and perhaps a tad horrified as we shine a bat signal on the darker corners of parenthood in a world where anything is possible, even the unimaginable. Before we go into our explanation, we have a very small request. If you like our content, please support us by subscribing to our channel. This is a small click for you, but for us, it means a lot. Thank you. Let's begin. Big Barda and Mr. Miracle's Mystery Baby. Ah, the wondrous world of comic book parenthood. It feels like just yesterday that Big Barda and Mr. Miracle were dealing with cosmic escapades and mind-bending realities. But lo and behold, a mere 2 months later in comic time, or perhaps thanks to the new god's speedy gestation program, we find our intrepid heroes embarking on a new adventure, the thrilling quests of diaper changing and sleepless nights, also known as parenthood. As the saga unfolds in Tom King and Mitch Gerard's masterful hands, our heroes, armed with their usual arsenal of witty banter, face the daunting task of selecting a suitable moniker for their bundle of joy. Names like Iron Breaker, Star Razor, and Axel Blow are tossed around like titles of intergalactic wrestling moves. Ah, the joys of cosmic nomenclature. But dear viewers, as any experienced parent will attest, the perfect name often remains elusive until the moment you lay eyes on that squirming, wrinkled miracle. Barda, that towering epitome of strength and poise, opts for Jacob, a nod to Jacob's ladder, a contraption that presumably bears no resemblance to your run-of-the-mill baby swing. Meanwhile, Scott, the escape artist extraordinaire, seems to be channeling his inner realist, for he gazes upon his newborn progeny and utters the immortal words, "He looks more just like a lump." A stroke of parental genius, surely. But hold on to your capes, folks. In this whirlwind of baby naming, a clue emerges, a hint as tantalizing as the aroma of flesh superhero popcorn. Behold, the lump! An enigmatic creature with a debut as vintage as disco balls and bell-bottoms, first making its grand entrance in 1972's Mr. Miracle issue number 7. This living weapon, a creation of Granny Goodness, who presumably never received the gentle parenting memo, wreaks havoc through psychic powers and was the catalyst for one of Scott's most disorienting imprisonments. So, could this lump be the mastermind behind our hero's present conundrum? Is the lump the true puppeteer of the cosmic theater in which Scott has been unwittingly dancing? Is Barda and Scott's baby the latest recruit in the lump's reality-bending army? Is it a cosmic puzzle as intricate as figuring out how to assemble an IKEA bookshelf without any instructions? As we await the unfolding of this comic tapestry, we can only ponder. Will Scott be forced to utilize his legendary escapology skills to outwit a baby? Can a bundle of joy be thwarted with a mirror trick? Or perhaps Scott's little lump is the key to unmasking the lump's machinations? One thing is for sure, this is not your typical nursery rhymes and baby rattles scenario. It is a cosmic chaos diaper edition. The Dark Secret of Terry McGinnis. Well, gather round, Bat fans, because we are diving into the convoluted cauldron of comic book secrets. Prepare yourselves for a tale as twisted as Batman's Rogues Gallery after a particularly intense therapy session. Picture it, Gotham City 2039, where high-tech gadgets and brooding caped crusaders are all the rage. Meet Terry McGinnis, the future's very own Dark Knight, donning the Batsuit to avenge his father's murder. Or so he thought. In a jaw-dropping twist that could make even the Riddler blush, it turns out that dear old dad, Warren McGinnis, was not exactly the paternal figure Terry believed him to be. You see, while Terry might have been a pro at hacking computers, it was Amanda Waller who decided to play mad scientist with the DNA game. She had this grand idea that Gotham would eternally need a brooding figure in black, and what better source of genes than the broodingest of them all, Bruce Wayne. Yep, you heard right. The billionaire playboy with a bat obsession and a secret lair behind a grandfather clock has some unexpected daddy issues to contend with. Warren McGinnis did not exactly win the genetic lottery because Waller, in her infinite wisdom, or lack thereof, decided to give him a little something extra. A dash of Wayne DNA in his morning coffee, or rather, a flu shot, embedded with a nanotech solution that overwrote his reproductory DNA with that of Bruce Wayne. Talk about getting more than you bargained for at the doctor's office. Imagine poor Mary McGinnis thinking she is carrying the child of her beloved husband, only to find out that she has been playing host to the genes of Gotham's most enigmatic and haunted figure. It is like winning the cosmic lottery, but with a lot more utility belts. And what's Waller's end game in all of this? Oh, just your same old plot to recreate Batman's origin story minus the whole filthy rich family fortune angle. Because if Waller has got a reputation, it is certainly not for doing things the nice way. So there you have it, a dark secret as complex as Batman's convoluted contingency plans. Terry McGinnis, the unsuspecting offspring, caught in a web of DNA, deception, and destiny. It is like Maury Povich meets The Dark Knight Returns, with a sprinkle of sci-fi intrigue just for kicks. And remember, in the world of comic books, even family trees come with a few gnarled branches. The Curious Case of Superman and Lois Lane. Ah, the tangled web of superhero romance, where capes meet confusion and memory erasing is practically a first date icebreaker. Go round, dear viewers, for the tale of Superman Returns, where Bryan Singer thought it would be a fabulous idea to reunite the Man of Steel with his lady love, Lois Lane, and sprinkle in a dash of Maury Povich-style paternity drama. Picture this, it is 2006. Bryan Singer, fresh off his X-Men escapades, decides it is high time to revive the granddaddy of all superheroes, Superman. But wait, this is not just any reboot. It is a sequel to the classics, ignoring Superman 3 and 4 because, well, who would not want to forget those? So, here's the scoop. Superman, aka Clark Kent, jets off to find his Kryptonian roots and leaves Lois Lane, his Pulitzer-winning paramour, in the dust. But surprise, surprise, he returns to Earth, and guess what? Lois has moved on, sporting a shiny new engagement ring and a bouncing baby boy. Now, in any ordinary romantic comedy, this would be a classic wrong place, wrong time scenario. But when you are the last son of Krypton, things get a tad more complicated. As the movie gallops along, we discover that the tot in Lois's arms is not just an ordinary bundle of joy. He is a super-powered offspring of the Man of Steel himself. Gasp! A mini Superman with diapers that can handle a speeding bullet and a crib that is more crash-resistant than the Batmobile. But here is where the plot takes a twist that even Lois Lane's investigative prowess could not anticipate. After Superman and Lois got a bit frisky in Superman 2, Supes took the liberty of erasing Lois's memory with a super smooch, and yet here she is, with a super kid in tow. Did he forget the memory wipe, or did the smooch have an expiration date? The mysteries of Kryptonian amnesia, I tell ya. Alas, as the credits roll on Superman Returns, the audience is left with more questions than a Gotham detective at a riddle convention. How did Superman explain his sudden reappearance? Did Lois just assume she had gone on a one-night stand with a guy in tights? And most importantly, did Clark and Lois register for superpowered baby gear at the Fortress of Solitude? As the sequel that never was leaving us hanging like a villain off a skyscraper ledge, we know one thing for sure. Even in the world of superheroes, love, memory loss, and super offspring can make for a script as complicated as deciphering Batman's brooding. So here's to Superman Returns, where the mysteries of paternity rival those of the Bermuda Triangle. When Selina Kyle gave up her daughter, the intricate dance of superhero parenthood continues, where capes and complicated family dynamics are just another day at the office. Hold on to your utility belts, folks, as we delve into the convoluted saga of Selina Kyle, the feline fatale who moonlights as Catwoman, and her brief but eventful foray into motherhood. Now, let's imagine this, the world of comic book Gotham where everything is perpetually dramatic and full of secret identities. Selina Kyle, also known as Catwoman, takes a bold detour into motherhood, birthing a daughter named Helena. Now, this is not your typical parenting scenario. Oh no! In classic superhero fashion, Selina's life is a roller coaster of surprises, secret identities, and mind-wiping magic. But just as fate would have it, Selina's penchant for stirring up trouble and acquiring enemies puts her and her little cub in danger. In a twist that only Gotham could deliver, Selina decides that juggling crime fighting and motherhood is a bit too much and puts Helena up for adoption faster than a Batmobile in pursuit. In a rather abrupt turn of events, Helena's journey takes a few wild detours. With Selina temporarily retired from her Catwoman gig, Holly Robinson steps into the costume, proving that Gotham's supply of catsuits is truly inexhaustible. Video footage threatens to expose Catwoman's true identity, leading to a kidnapping spree that would make the Joker proud. Selina, realizing that her escapades as Catwoman would make Helena's life resemble a Gotham carnival ride, decides to pull off a fake demise, complete with Bruce Wayne's help. It is all very cloak and dagger, or should I say, cape and cowl? With her secret secure, Selina pursues her crime-fighting career, leaving her parental journey with more twists and turns than a Gotham alleyway. So there you have it, dear viewers, a tale of superpowered decisions, secret identities, and the kind of family drama that only the Bat family could deliver. Selina Kyle, a mother as complicated as a Riddler's riddle, proves that even Gotham's most iconic characters can have a knack for keeping things perplexing, both as caped crusaders and as parents. The story behind Shado and Oliver Queen's child. Well, gather around, Arrow aficionados, because the tale of Oliver Queen and Shado's escapades is about as entangled as a knotted bowstring. Picture it, the realm of comics, where relationships are as complicated as solving a riddle with a bunch of arrows. So strap on your quivers, folks, because we are delving into the juicy details of how Shado and the Green Arrow brought an extra dose of family dynamics to the vigilante life. Oliver Queen, the Emerald Archer himself, finds himself down for the count, nursing an injury that has left him bedridden and feverish. In the middle of this hot and heavy situation, both literally and figuratively, Shado, a woman of remarkable talents in both archery and, it seems, matters of procreation, decides to take matters into her own hands. Literally. Now, before your imagination takes a nosedive off the deep end, let us clarify. Shado, in her infinite wisdom, and some might say questionable decision-making skills, saw fit to seize the opportunity. In Oliver's feverish state, she set out on a mission that would rival even the most intricate of his trick arrow shots, giving him a legacy. Yep, you heard that right. Shado decides that this is her shot, pun intended, to give Oliver Queen the greatest gift, a child. It is like a superhero version of the stork delivering a bundle of arrows instead of joy. So there you have it, a tale as twisted as a coil of arrows in Oliver's quiver. Shado, the woman with an affinity for archery and apparently a flair for the unexpected, decided that if life hands you a feverish vigilante, you might as well make a legacy. Whether it is a testament to Shado's resourcefulness or Oliver's susceptibility to a clever seduction during a fever dream, one thing is for sure. Comic book relationships are never short of surprises, especially when it comes to matters of the heart and other body parts. Talia al Ghul's Weird Pregnancy Saga. Hold on to your batarangs, folks, because the tale of Talia al Ghul's bizarre pregnancy saga is about as twisted as a knot in Batman's cape. It is a story that mixes equal parts mystery, manipulation, and, well, you'll see. Prepare for a roller coaster ride through the labyrinthine narrative of superhero soap opera. Now, let's think. In London, a swanky fundraiser is attended by none other than the Dark Knight himself, Bruce Wayne. Amidst the glamorous comic book art and witty banter, Bruce finds himself flirting with African princess Jezebel Jet. They discuss the weighty issue of poverty, proving that even billionaires have a knack for socially conscious chit-chat. Jezebel agrees to meet with Bruce again, which sounds like a promising start to a romantic subplot. Enter Alfred, the ever-vigilant butler with a keen eye for the dramatic. He witnessed Kirk Langstrom and his wife Francine being unceremoniously dumped from a moving van. The Man-Bat serum is at the heart of this kerfuffle, courtesy of the League of Assassins. Chaos ensues, and Batman springs into action, emerging from a suitcase that Alfred threw his way. A suitcase batsuit, because what is a superhero without a bit of theatrical flair, right? Man, bats descend upon the scene like a Gotham-based Cirque du Soleil troupe gone rogue, slicing through guards and stirring up trouble. Batman does his best to handle the situation. Meanwhile, the words eugenics experiment are dropped like a plot bomb, hinting at the zany depths this story is about to plummet. But wait, the real curveball is yet to come. Batman wakes up in a sewer lair, because nothing says family reunion like a sewer, right? There, he is greeted by none other than Talia al Ghul, who informs him that she has taken over the family business since dear old dad Ra's al Ghul kicked the bucket. Bruce's memory is jogged by a reference to the desert moon above the Tropic of Cancer, a night that apparently included a rendezvous with Talia. However, Bruce drops the bombshell of all bombshells. He remembers being drugged and, well, let's just say there was unsavory events involving experimentation and a severe lack of consent. Talia and Bruce's shared history took a bizarre detour in what can only be described as a comic book version of the Twilight Zone. But the icing on this strange cake? Talia drops the bomb that they have a 10-year-old child together, raised by the League of Assassins without Bruce's knowledge. As if that was not enough, the story introduces Damian Wayne, a pint-sized assassin with a sword at his father's throat, and the revelation that Talia plans to hold the world hostage to a new kind of terror. And thus the tale of Batman's twisted paternity saga unfolds, which proves that in the world of comics, even superheroes can't escape the drama of unconventional relationships and secret offspring. Who needs daytime TV when you have got the caped crusader caught in a web of romantic entanglements and family secrets that would make a soap opera writer's head spin? Maxima, the alien queen who desperately wanted to be pregnant by Superman. Ah, the galaxy-spanning drama of alien royalty and cosmic crushes. Gather round, starry-eyed enthusiasts, because we are diving headfirst into the peculiar tale of Maxima, the self-proclaimed alien queen who had her eyes, and perhaps her heart, set on none other than the Man of Steel himself, Superman. So buckle up, because this story is about as otherworldly as it gets. Imagine a planet far, far away called Almerac, ruled by none other than Maxima, a queen with a serious case of matrimonial obsession. You see, Maxima was more interested in finding a suitable partner than, well, actually ruling her people. She took the whole searching for a soulmate thing to a whole new level by challenging potential suitors to a one-on-one combat. Talk about swiping right with a sword. But wait, there is a twist. Maxima's infatuation radar goes haywire when she stumbles upon footage of Superman. Yes, the red-caped hero of Metropolis becomes the object of her extraterrestrial affection. So, like any determined ruler with a planetary-sized crush, she jets off to Earth, where she does not waste much time before engaging in little fisticuffs to get Superman's attention. After a whirlwind kidnapping spree, because nothing says true love like a little abduction, Maxima whisks Superman away to Almerac, presumably to live out her cosmic fairy tale romance. But hold on to your spaceships, because Almerac is not quite the love nest she envisioned. It turns out one of her previously defeated suitors, Desin, has taken control of the planet. Talk about inconvenient timing for a hostile takeover. As the drama unfolds, Maxima's right-hand gal, Sazu, starts to see through the cracks in her queen's lovey-dovey plan. Sazu pulls a classic, "You are neglecting your kingdom for a boy" card and prompts Maxima to realize she might have misplaced her priorities just a tad. It is like an episode of Alien Bachelorette gone terribly wrong. But fear not, dear viewers, Superman is here to save the day and give a quick lesson in leadership, responsibility, and the fine art of ruling without being a terror. In a heart-to-heart with Maxima, Superman gently reminds her that leadership is not just about ruling with a scepter and a stern glare. It is also about service, duty, and actually caring for your subjects, not just finding a hunky superhero to sweep you off your alien feet. With Maxima's cosmic crush put into perspective, Superman helps her quash Desin's coup and regain control of Almerac. As a parting gift, Maxima watches Superman leave with a wistful sigh. That is, until none other than the rambunctious bounty hunter Lobo crashes her party. And just like that, Maxima shifts her affections from Superman to the intergalactic biker dude who is as wild as a space tornado. So there you have it, a tale of interstellar infatuation, royal responsibilities, and the fine art of recognizing that maybe chasing superheroes for romance is not the most dignified path for a queen. Maxima, the alien queen who longed for a life of cosmic romance, learned that even in the vast expanse of the universe, sometimes true love is best left to a galaxy far, far away. The disturbing case of Power Girl. The tangled web of superhero romance strikes again. And this time it is Power Girl who finds herself in a who's the daddy predicament that even Mari Povich could not sort out. In the thrilling pages of Justice League International, issue number 52, 1993, our beloved heroine dropped a pregnancy bombshell that had everyone's capes in a twist. Was it Green Lantern? Aquaman? Heck, were they secretly collaborating on a superhero love triangle? The plot thickened faster than a supervillain's evil scheme. But hold your horses, or in this case, your sea creatures and lantern rings, because the plot twist to end all plot twists awaited. Drum roll, please. The real father was none other than Power Girl's own grandpa, Arion. Now, if that does not make your spandex-clad head spin, I do not know what will. Family reunions must be a hoot at the Kent residence. Fast forward to Equinox, the ultimate champion born out of this cosmic soap opera during the 0 Hour event of 1994. Equinox was probably destined to be a champion, but it is hard to say if diaper-changing duties were part of the gig description. As time danced on, Equinox pulled a vanishing act that would make Houdini proud, and honestly, who can blame them? Being the result of a Who's My Granddaddy mystery is no walk in the park, even if you can fly. Meanwhile, our superhero trio embarks on a journey that could give Indiana Jones a run for his antiquities. From Bombay to Elephanta, Power Girl and her fellow champions unearth more bizarre surprises than a magician's hat. But hey, amidst the cosmic confusion and divine incarnations, Power Girl drops the pregnancy bombshell like a plot twist grenade. Moreover, baby showers. This one takes the cake. And though the journey might be wilder than a roller coaster ride through a time vortex, one thing is for sure. In the DC universe, even childbirth comes with its own cape-wearing villain-fighting drama. Marvelous verdict. As we wrap up our spine-tingling odyssey through the most disturbing pregnancies in the DC universe, one thing becomes abundantly clear, even in a world of capes, cowls, and cosmic powers. The miracle of life is not immune to the chilling touch of the extraordinary. From intergalactic oddities to supernatural conundrums, these tales remind us that even our beloved heroes and villains are not exempt from the harrowing twists that fate can weave. As we bid farewell to these unsettling narratives, let us not forget that within the darkness lies a reminder of the resilience and strength that both mothers and their offspring possess. These stories may have sent shivers down our spines, but they also showcase the indomitable spirit of those who navigate treacherous paths with courage. So, dear viewers, as you re-enter the realm of the familiar and the heroic, remember that even in the midst of the eerie and the uncanny, there is a glimmer of the extraordinary that unites us all, whether it is on the pages of a comic book or in the tapestry of our own lives. The blend of the miraculous and the unsettling continues to captivate our imaginations and keep us coming back for more. So, what did you think of all these weird pregnancies? Did something specific about them spark your interest? Let us know in the comments below. And if you liked this video, do not forget to drop a like and hit that subscribe button on your way out. Until next time, stay curious, stay daring, and never shy away from exploring the darkest corners of even the most fantastical worlds.